What is up, sluts? This is John, aka DrShenanigans777 with a Hero Gemini Beat deck profile here. Now, this is my favorite deck, my main deck, my real life deck that I'm taking to YCS next week. So, yeah. I do run the 13 monsters because I'm not a fan of that 9 or 10 monster thing that most heroes got going on. I like my 13 monsters. I like to have, my Thunder Kings, my Grand Ball, all those things. So, yeah. Let's begin with the monsters, of course. First, I have one DD Warrior Lady because she's just annoying. I love this card. I really do. She's just annoying as hell. She destroys lives. She gets rid of Zen Poop. She gets rid of pretty much anything that you don't have an answer to, which is great. And I run one effect Veiler because you need a Veiler. Plus, it's a light for Shining Bait. So, yeah, you need a Veiler. I run 3 Alias because standard. Alias is a great card. It goes with Gemini Spark, Hero Blast. It's light and a hero for Shining or any of the other hero fusions. I run one Ocean because you need those absolute zero plays. Plus, it's both water and an ocean, and once in a blue moon you do get to use his effect, but pretty much just use him for his name and his attribute. Next we have a Stratos because stable, standard, it's amazing card. Oh, that's all there is to it. He's a badass. Next is an Evocator Chevalier. Now, some people may think this is weird, but I have a legitimate reason. Now, it's Warrior, which works out with Blade Armor Ninja. It's Gemini, which works out with Gemini Spark. It's, I think... Oh, yeah, well, it doesn't matter. It's level 4, which is, always good. It's, searchable with Rhoda, and it's Fire. Now, that's a good thing because I can, Nova Master if I need to. If I absolutely need a draw or something. So yeah, he's a good card. 19 beat stick. It's all good in the neighborhood. Next we got Gores. Now he's really helpful, but at the same time, he kind of messes me up because he's a dead draw a lot of times. I'm not gonna lie, because I do run heavy back row. Sometimes I do set some spells just to kind of freak my opponent out or something. And it turns out next turn I flip it over to Miracle Fusion and they're done. So yeah, Gore's debating taking him out, or probably for, well, I don't know, maybe call a haunted ? But yeah, when I do get to use him, he's really useful. Like today at locals, I was about to get destroyed and then special summon 3000 attack token after Grapha, and yeah, 3000. Gore's is also 3000 too because he had gates. Next is gonna be one Honest because it's great. I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 light monsters, so it always comes in handy. Plus, it's just 19 wall. You set it down, and next turn, if you need to, you can just bring it back to your hand. It's all good. I run one Grand Wolf because now people think this is weird, but I don't have a Max C, of course. I'm not gonna shell out the money for a Max C. I'm not gonna suck 6 penises for Max C. So I'm just gonna be happy with my Grand Bull. I'm gonna be happy with that Grand Bull because he's annoying. He's an Earth target for Gaia, and he's just all around a good card. Next, I also run 2 Thunder Kings because Thunder King is Thunder King. he's light bait for Shining. He cock blocks a lot of the meta. He's 19 beat stick. He's an amazing card. So I run 2. I think 3 is a little cloggy. 1 is not enough. 2 is just perfect. So yeah. I run 1 Dark Hole, which is staple. 1 Emergency Call. Now, a lot of decks have been running 3. And I don't know why. I really don't know why. Because I guess it works out since they don't run that many monsters. And they just want to keep going and going and going. But this deck is, I guess, slower but more consistent, ? More stable, ? So that's just my take on it. I think I just need 1, since I do have Rhoda as well and Stratos. I mean, Pond of Dualities. I don't need much more. Enemy controller. Now, people think this is weird as hell, and what I have to say is no, because I guess you could say I could run a Book of Moon over it to stop an attack, but that's not all I use it for. Okay. Sometimes I can't run over a monster. Sometimes I don't want to take the points, so I tribute my Absolute Zero, or tribute my Shining, and then guess what? Either I get my heroes back, or your Fuel of Monsters is dead. So, it just works out for me. It works out. Next is going to be Gemini Spark times 3. Because I do run 4 Geminis in this deck. and chances are I'm always gonna have one in my hand or field because Stratos, Rhoda, and I just run 4. So yeah, Heavy Storm because staple. 3 Miracle Fusion because I need 3. As I said before, this deck it doesn't go, it doesn't search out as quick as other hero decks. So I find that I do need 3 Miracle Fusion to increase my chances of getting one. Yeah. 1 Monster Reborn because staple. 2 MSTs because I feel 1 is like you might as well not be running it, and 3 is like too much. I always make it a point to run 2 MST, 1 Dark Hole in all of my decks, cause I don't know, I just do. I find that it works really well. It's a good balance, and it kind of it whittles down the opponent's back row. It deals with it, is what I should say. 1 or 2 Pot of Dualities because Pot of Duality is just a powerful card. And some people say I need 3, but nah. I mean, it gets cloggy at 3. 2 is just fine, as I said with MSC. So yeah, 1 Rhoda because it's heroes and heroes need Rhoda. 1 Super Poly because now is Scooty now isn't out yet, or else I would be running 2 probably. But the fact that you have to discard is just kind of a turnoff because it is minus. But it's a great card nonetheless, and if you're running heroes, it's pretty much a staple. You need to run at least 1. It's an amazing card. It saved my ass. It sends, it doesn't destroy, so Gachi Gachi, Zen Poop, they're all gone. By Zen Poop I mean Zen mains, by the way. Compulse because it's Compulse, and this is currently one of my favorite cards in the game because it is just so annoying and it destroys lives, and people get upset about it because Zen Poop. No, back to extra deck. Big monster back. It just slows your opponent down. They spend so much time getting out a monster, and it just gets popped back. Hero Blast because Alias is a pretty big monster now. The big 3, when with Dino Rabbits, their vanillas are 19 max, which is Sabersaurus. With windups, their Zens are 15 attack each. Hunter 16, Rat is 300, I think, which is pathetic. But you use it for the effect, not the attack. And for Insectors, Centipede is 16, Dragonfly is 1000, and Hornet is 5. So it hits all those big 3, main cards, which is powerful. And it adds an Alias to my hand. So yeah, I find that I find that at 2 gets cloggy, or 3 gets cloggy, and 2 is just right. 1 Mirror Force because staple, Solemn Brigade because staple, Starlight because I do run heavy-ish back row. Plus, I set stuff a lot, as I said before, and it poops people out. And it's just a generally helpful card in this deck. Torrential Tribute because sometimes you just need a quick out. First, I'll go to the extra deck, then side. Generic extra deck for heroes, pretty much 2 zeros, because zeros is a powerhouse. 1 Gaia, 1 Tornado, and 1 Nova Master. Now, whenever a Miracle Fusion, I always find myself either going out to Shining or Zero because the rest are just kind of super poly bait, or in case maybe I need one for emergency. But yeah, 3 Shining because Shining is just an amazing card. You can econ out for your heroes back. Or he just gets your heroes back anyway. He's a huge beat stick. 32 if you use 2 heroes, and 29 if you just use 1 to fusion summon him. So yeah. 1 Catastrophe because all of the monsters that I keep out on my field, keep out being the keyword, so not Grand Mole or Veiler, they're all level 4. So just drop a Veiler down and synchro 4/5. It's an amazing card. It runs over a lot, and it's 22. So yeah. Colossal Fighter. Now, some people think this is weird, but I do have a legit reason for it. Now, if you look at the Gores, if you look at Gore's effect here, it summons a level 7 token. You see that? So I can drop a Veiler and make Colossal Warrior, and this works out because heroes are all warriors. So yeah, it's delicious. Stardust because Starlight Road is just an amazing card, staple. Blade Armor because warriors, it's a hero staple. It's an amazing card. 44 damage if their field is open. It ends games quickly. It ruins lives. 1 Utopia, pretty much because staple. 1 Chimera Tech because I do side in 2 Cyber Dragons UC, and it's an amazing card. It gets rid of Zen Poops and Machinas, gadgets, etc. 1 is Scooty Now. This isn't in my real life deck, obviously, because it's not released yet. And yeah, I'm just having it here to show because I wanted to scoot it out as soon as it comes out. I'm getting it the first day it comes out because I'm really excited to super poly insectors, super poly dark worlds, etc. But sorry if there was any background noise just now. By the way, because I had to move. So, 2 Cyber Dragon side deck because Cyber Dragon is just a good card in general. It's light for shining and it gets counter attack in case I need it. One DD Crow because it gets rid of Graphos, it gets rid of Hunters, it gets rid of Dragonflies, it gets rid of Hornets, etc. Two Bubble Man, just because he's a good card. You know, he's powerful. Makes blade armor quickly. One super poly because sometimes I do need 2 super polys. Like in case I do have a mirror match going, 2 super polys helps out a lot. So yeah. One bottomless because it's kind of a staple-ish card for side deck. One call because I guess I get staple-ish. And you know, it just helps when I get Stratos, I get a free search or a pop. And it's just all around good. I can exceed all that stuff. 2 Gene Disappearance because I'm not a fan of Rat or that stupid 6 Samurai tuner guy. Or, you know, no Dragonfly, no Hornet, no tuner poop. Mirror of Oath, just 1. Because it gets rid of the special summon dinos from Dino Rabbits, which is always good. 3 Shadow Imprisoning because at my locals, a lot of people like to run Dark Worlds or Insectors. So I do run 3 and it's amazing. It's an amazing card. It shuts down those decks completely. 1 Rivalry of Warlords because oh my god. Such a good card. Such a good card. I can just I can call Warrior and it destroys what are they called? Windups. And I don't know what else it destroys. I guess it destroys some random rogue decks. But it's mainly just for windups, so yeah. That's pretty much my hero deck, guys. This is what I'm taking to YCS unless you have some suggestions. And I decided to take some things out. So be sure to comment, give your thoughts. Feel free to net deck, test around with it, play around with it, play with yourself. I don't care. Yeah. So this has been DrShenanigans777 for Goblin Attack Force. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe to this channel because Goblin Attack Force is delicious. And I will see you sluts next time. Later.